Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news, all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the biggest rumors, or perhaps even a near-future reality, that could shake up the NFC East and honestly the entire NFL landscape. We've got some serious buzz coming out of the AFC, and it involves a potential blockbuster trade that could see Josh Allen, the dynamic QB from the Buffalo Bills, donning the burgundy and gold. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Josh Allen who's been a staple of the Bills' offense for years, known for his incredible arm strength, mobility, and clutch plays, might be headed to Washington in a trade that could redefine the franchise's future. And trust me, this isn't just idle chatter. Insiders are heating up the rumor mill and the implications are enormous. So let's break it down. The Bills, who are sitting at an 8-5 record in what looks like a rebuilding phase, are reportedly open to trading Allen. Why? Well, their defense is allowing around 25 points per game this season, and with a cap situation that's getting tighter, around $18 million in available space, they're eyeing a rebuild. The idea is that Buffalo might leverage Allen's value to recoup some high draft picks, including a first-rounder and an elite edge rusher, which could help them shore up their defense and rebuild their offensive line. Plus, this move would free up nearly $32 million in cap space for the Bills, giving them some breathing room to pursue other free agents or develop young talent. From the perspective of the Commanders, this could be a game-changer. Josh Allen, who's only 29, would arrive in Washington as a true difference-maker, a guy capable of stabilizing what has been a somewhat volatile attack this season, especially with Jaden Daniels sidelined multiple times due to recurring concussions. The Commanders have been searching for a franchise quarterback who can elevate the team's ceiling, and Allen's profile fits perfectly. He's a dual-threat QB, standing tall at 6'5", with a cannon arm and underrated mobility. In 2025, he's already thrown for over 150 yards with an impressive 1 yards per attempt, 23 touchdowns, and only 11 interceptions through 13 games. His QBR of 64, 8 and a passer rating of 101. 5 show he's still playing at a high level, even with some inconsistency. What makes Allen such an intriguing fit? Well, he's a player who can bring leadership, explosiveness, and stability, traits Washington desperately needs. His ability to make deep throws, with a completion rate of 48% on passes of 20 yards or more, aligns perfectly with the offensive style the Commanders are trying to develop. Think about Terry McLaurin, who's been a reliable target with 850 yards and 7 touchdowns this season. With Allen's deep ball accuracy, the potential for big plays skyrockets. And don't forget, the offensive line has been improving, with a PFF grade of around 70, supporting more scrambles and pocket mobility, which Allen excels at. Now, let's talk about what this trade could mean for the Commanders in terms of their overall outlook. Right now, they're sitting at 6-7, trying to stay afloat in a competitive NFC playoff picture. But bringing in Allen, that's a serious shot in the arm. His ability to elevate the offense could transform their ranking from the 22nd in EPA per pass, which is pretty average, to a formidable unit with a projected increase of plus 0.22 in EPA per pass. That's a massive boost, especially considering the offensive struggles earlier this season. With Allen leading the charge, the Commanders could see their red zone efficiency jump from around 52% to roughly 70%, a number that can turn close games into wins. And it's not just about the offense. Allen's presence would help balance out the defense, which, although currently giving up around 21 points per game, could benefit from a more dynamic, high-powered attack to control possession and keep opposing offenses off the field. The defense would be able to relax a bit when facing tough opponents, knowing they have a quarterback capable of making big throws under pressure. This could be the push that gets Washington into serious playoff contention, maybe even a deep run in the postseason. As for the NFC East, this move could have ripple effects. The Giants and Eagles are already formidable, but if Washington lands Allen, it might shift the power dynamics significantly. The division could see the Commanders leapfrogging some rivals, especially if Allen's presence helps them improve their red zone efficiency, third down conversions, and overall explosiveness. This would put immense pressure on the other teams to respond in kind, possibly pushing them to make even bolder moves or draft strategies. Now, let's consider the Bills' side of things. They're in a tricky spot with a cap crunch, injuries, and a team that's underperforming relative to expectations. Their offensive line has allowed 42 sacks this year, which is a big red flag, and their defense isn't quite living up to the hype. Trading Allen at 29 might seem risky, but with their cap situation and the chance to rebuild around younger players, it's a strategic move. The trade would save Buffalo a staggering $45 million in 2026, allowing them to focus on developing a rookie quarterback or adding depth through the draft. As ESPN's Adam Schefter pointed out, the Bills are feeling the pressure of a quickly closing window with injuries and a defense that ranks around 20th in DVOA. After starting the season 1-3, the team is clearly looking for a reset. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through, the Commanders would be looking at their long-term plans. Allen's leadership and explosive playmaking could be the catalyst for a new era, one that echoes the kind of quarterback-centered success we saw with Matthew Stafford in 2021 or Joe Burrow with the Bengals. He would bring a sense of stability and excitement that the franchise has been craving since their recent playoff runs. His experience in high-pressure situations, especially in cold-weather games, makes him an ideal candidate to lead a team with a strong defense and a solid core of receivers. Of course, this isn't just about one player. It's about the franchise's vision. The Commanders have been building towards something special, and acquiring Allen could accelerate that process dramatically. It signals a clear intent to contend now and in the future, rather than just developing young talent and waiting for the rebuild to take hold. With Allen at the helm, the team could see a significant boost in offensive productivity, scoring potential, and overall confidence. This trade could also send a message to the rest of the league. The Commanders are serious about competing for championships and are willing to make bold moves to get there. In terms of the betting odds and playoff implications, Washington's chances of reaching Super Bowl LXI could skyrocket from around plus 2,500 to as low as plus 950 if the trade materializes. Allen's track record of winning, combined with an 82% win rate in snowy conditions, suggests he's a clutch performer who could elevate the team in cold-weather playoff games. His career postseason EPA is plus 0.20, indicating he's capable of leading a deep run, especially when surrounded by a solid defense and reliable weapons. If he joins Washington, the NFC landscape could shift dramatically, making the Commanders a favorite dark horse in the race for the Lombardi Trophy. Looking at the broader picture, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a star quarterback. It's about reinventing the identity of the franchise. It's about creating a team that can compete at the highest level for years to come, with a leader who embodies the toughness, athleticism, and competitive spirit that Washington fans have always admired. It's a move that echoes the kind of bold decisions made by great organizations in NFL history, those that have shaped dynasties. And yes, I know, it's a lot to process. But if you're a true Commanders fan, you have to admit that this kind of bold move, while risky, could be exactly what the team needs to finally break through and establish itself as a perennial contender. The possibility of Allen leading Washington into the playoffs, and maybe even beyond, is enough to get any fan excited. Imagine the energy, the big plays, the clutch moments. This could be the start of a new chapter in Commanders' history. Whether or not it happens, it's fun to dream, isn't it? Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Commanders fans? Would you be all in for Josh Allen in burgundy and gold? Do you believe this move could finally elevate your team to Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear everything you have to say. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more rumors, and more insights into what's shaping the NFL and your favorite team. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep this Commanders fire burning bright.